comes back to that, VJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
20. 20.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here's the 2nd-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Prescott. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So a new man under center here, Charles. It's the ultra-rare quarterback trade, and he delivers a strike there.
And you just don't see this happen very often. Changing of teams during the season at the quarterback position, but they expect...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Christian Kirk, 40 yards. And the Jags go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Cam, option left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And now off to the races down the right side. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And oh, he coughed it up. And oh, that is going to be a safety.
I'm not sure they mentioned it as a goal during the week or even talked about it in pregame, but the way they're playing right now, they want this game out of reach by halftime. Not only does the safety just demoralize the opposing offense, now your guys can run out there and try to add another 6 to their lead.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman, and he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. 16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports. Play action now. Prescott. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Here we go.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
A 5-yard loss sets up 3rd down and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Plague did on the last one.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Newton to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he's taken down inside the 30. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Play action. It's Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
For the Commanders, field goal, a 65-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 16-point deficit.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Dancing to his left. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Here's Prescott. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Off the play fake. Prescott out to his left. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust them.
He's got a man, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
A give running right, Etienne.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Prescott off play action. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. On the sneak, it's Prescott. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Now Newton. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
For Cam Newton, the arm strength maybe not what it was circa his MVP season of 2015, but he uncorks a big one there. They'll run with Gibson.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Rolling to his left.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, They look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Cam looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
And he stopped immediately there. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Montez Sweat in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
3rd and long for Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now following the interception, here's Newton.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time.
6. Sit. Great. 8.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Great. 20.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now Etienne to start the drive.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Chase Young
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Gun. Great.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He got 29 yards that time.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
They fake the give. Newton. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Newton steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and
8. Another tote for Etienne.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Logan Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their 38. Now it's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Prescott on 3rd and 2. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
They'll try the left side with Etienne.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
They find some open field here. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Jaguars, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on